Hi guys, welcome to another video on Moments with Beth YouTube channel where we talk about faith, we talk about balance, and we talk about womanhood. How are you doing? Just have been well. For those that have been following up with my videos, thank you very much. I really love you, and please always make sure you drop comments. That's something that I've not been seeing lately. Please make sure you drop comments. That comment that you're dropping will help people and will help the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to other people because they could see engagement, and it means that this video is actually good. I know you are enjoying this video, so please always drop comments so that you can help me as I am helping you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the share button. Share to other people benefit from it. In today's video, just like you've seen in the title, we'll be talking about the specific challenges Christian ladies face in their 20s. I'm a Christian, I am a believer, I'm still in my 20s. So it's not something I've left behind, but it's something that we can dive into it together. The first thing I'll be talking about here is finding their placement in church. How do I mean? Don't I have the church I'm going to before? Don't I have this? Don't I have that? I mean, finding where you can get the authentic word, where you can grow, and also that is interested in the welfare of you as a person. One thing the churches we grew up in are very good at is the fact that they are interested in the welfare of their people. Like, you can see 50 people in a church and the pastor knows each of their houses, know how they are feeling at every moment, know how they do, know how they eat, basically. And that is one thing that those churches are good at. Unlike now that churches now have over 100,000 members, but still the pastors or the general overseer or the senior pastor has always been devising a means to actually reach each people individually. The reason I could say this is the church I'm presently attending now is a church that has over 100,000. Like the headquarters has over 100,000 members, and some of the urban churches have over 1,000, over 5,000 members too. So the means they've been able to devise so that they can reach each individual is to do something like cell meeting, like home church. Yes, home church, where people in your area you gather at a place, at a location, pray together, gist together. With that, the home church leader will be able to know, oh, this is the house of this person, this is how they are faring, this is how they are doing, this is what they are passing through now. But in all this, what I'm trying to say is one of the challenges we face as a Christian who is in their 20s is we finding a church. Why do we face this? It is the stage of our life where we hunger for God, we hunger for His word, we hunger for what He said to do in our lives. How do we navigate through this path? The way, the only way we can navigate through this path is by prayers. You have to pray to God consistently. God may not specifically tell you that this is the church you should go. To some, God may do that. To me, God didn't do that. I could remember when I discovered my purpose, and I was not even praying for a church to go, but obviously I know that I will leave my parents' house. You go to school, university after university. I'm not, if going back home pays you, like in terms of everything, fine. But to me, at that moment, going back, the place I stay is not a state that has a lot of opportunities like that. So I know going back home is out of it. It's already out of it. So I will need a church that will help me in my spiritual growth and everything combined. So when I discovered my purpose, I was always praying, and I'm a lover of songs. So that was how one of the songs the senior pastor of the church I attend now came to my ears. I was like, wow, who can sing this? I was able to hear the lyrics clearly, everything, and it touched my soul. So that was how I decided to download the song, and that was how I began my research, subscribed to their YouTube channel, started listening to their messages, and that was how I find myself here. The second point I'll be mentioning here is faith and modernity. That's one of the challenge we as Christian ladies in our twenties are facing because we are thinking, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? You are seeing people doing it in churches. You are seeing people going to extreme in churches, and you are seeing people that you look at them and be like, hmm, I don't like how this lady is dressing. The way out I will give is first, know yourself. Know yourself. Know the things you can do, know the things you can't do. Another point I will be saying here is know where you are going. Know where you are going. And the third thing I'll be mentioning is know your God. Know your God. If you know your God, you'll be able to know things that are acceptable for you and things that are not acceptable for you. There are some things that are good, but there are some things that for your consecration it is not acceptable for you. I could remember I went for a conference and the woman said there are things that are okay, there are things that are good, and there are things that are perfect. I'm not sure. I'll put the scriptures. It's a scripture. I'll put the scripture on the screen. So there are things that are good generally, but may not be perfect for you. And why do I say this? They may not be perfect for where you are going. They may not be perfect for the people God has destined for you to address. So you can say, oh, my friend is doing this, my friend is doing this, but it is not acceptable for you. It is not part of your consecration. There are not things you should do. You will not because of the pleasure of now deny yourself of the generation you are to reach due to that consecration. There are people that don't use makeup. Not that it is not good, not that they don't like it, but because of their consecration, because of the people, the set of persons they are to address, they don't use it. Yes. So finding balance between faith and modernity is based on those three things I've mentioned. Know yourself. Apart from the fact that it is not good, there are some persons that they don't like it, basically. I do makeup, but making it an everyday thing, I'm not really, I don't think I can do it. I'll sit down 30 minutes, um, 30 minutes, I'm doing makeup, 1 hour, I'm doing makeup. You know, something I can do now. It's not something I can do now. Know yourself. The second point I mentioned is know where you are going. For those into fashion, they know they must stay up fashion mountain. They know they must stay up to date on fashion things because that is their mountain. That is where they are called to address. For those going into business and you are going into the economy mountain and you are knowing the latest Mary Kay, the latest fashion brand, whereas the latest people on Forbes list, you don't know them. I think you should change your priority, change your direction so that I'm not saying if you're into business mountain, economy mountain, you cannot know them, you cannot know the latest Medicaid, no. But you should be able to find a balance so that you'll be able to measure on what you're supposed to measure on. And the third thing I mentioned is for you to know your God, know your consecration, know your consecration.